Hi there, my friends. Welcome to Master Guitar Fret. My name is Jörg. In this lesson, I want to talk about the other blues scale, the one that nobody ever talks about, but is equally effective as the minor blues scale. The blues scale everybody talks about is the minor blues scale, which derives from the minor pentatonic scale. We're basically adding a note to the minor pentatonic scale. Okay, so in A, oopsie, in A, that would be one octave of the minor pentatonic scale. We're adding that flat fifth right here. And then we can continue on. Okay, so that's the blues scale. It adds one note, two over two octaves obviously, but they're the same, but it adds more color, and it's a fantastic scale for blues. If you enjoy my lessons, then please subscribe right here, hit the bell so you get notification when a new lesson goes out. That would help me tremendously, and I thank you very much. What we're going to talk about today is the major blues scale. Wow, is there such a thing? Yes, there is. And similar to the minor blues scale, we're adding a note. If you're patient, at the end of this lesson, I'm going to show you a couple of major blues scale licks that you can incorporate into your playing. And down the road, I will have another video with a major blues scale solo broken down for you lick by lick. Alright, stay tuned for that. The major and the minor pentatonic scale and the major and minor blues scale, if you add those notes, there are essential scales for a guitarist. If you know the two, it might be all you ever need to know about scales to whip out some wicked guitar solos. This might be a little eye-opener for you, and I'm sure you will recognize some of the licks as I play to the scale because it's very prominent in music and you hear it all the time. If you use the major pentatonic scale, you might already use those notes by bending or sliding over them or into them. So today might be a little bit of an aha moment saying, well, I've already done that. Links to resources for these lessons are in my descriptions. Feel free to check it out and get what you need. In this lesson, I will show you the major blues scale. As with the minor blues scale, we're adding one note, and that note is a flat third. So in A, if we play the A major scale, 1, 2, 3, well, the flat third is one up from the third note. And that is a B sharp on the 3rd fret A string. And that will repeat itself right here, and again here. These are the three blue notes down in this box. I will also show you how to play it diagonally. The major pentatonic scale without the blue note sounds like this. Okay, sounds nice. And adding the blue note, it will sound like this. There's one extra note and it makes quite a difference and it sounds nice. Now I like to play my major blues scale diagonally. Okay, so we go. There we go. And as you hear this, I'm sure you're hearing melodies and licks that you heard before. It sounds a little bit familiar because these notes are used, this scale is used in a lot of songs. The cool thing about the major blues scale is that if you put on a little progression like an A, D, E progression, you can actually change the scale as you change chords. So in A, A7, you could play that, right? And then as it goes to D7, you can play the D major blues scale. As it goes to A, back to D, So just simple stuff, but it fits really nicely. And I would suggest that you put a backing track on and you just play around with it and see what you can come up with. And it is a beautiful scale, it's fun, and it adds something else other than the minor pentatonic and the minor blues scale. Now you have another piece of ammunition you can use to create some beautiful phrasings in your solo. Okay, so at the beginning, I played a couple of licks, and I'm going to show you what I did there, okay? It's basically very simple, I think, anyway. But again, we're spelling A. I like to hang out there because it kind of, you can go up and down the neck. So in A, the scale starts on A. In D, the root note is here. It's right close, right? So there's no, you have to go nowhere. It's right there on your fingertips. And in E, go to the E root note. Same pattern. The only place where it's going to change is down here because the B string is sort of tuned a little bit differently, right? But you'll figure it out. It's very easy, okay? So just fool around with it, have some fun. So for the licks, this is kind of like the, people call that the BB King box. He likes to hang out there. He sometimes whips up a solo just in that box. You could actually do that. Slide on a G to the 11th fret, and then 10th fret B, and then 12th fret B with bends. So those three notes. And as we bend here, we're actually getting into that blue note without actually going further down the fret. We're just, through bending, we hit those blue notes. So see what you can do here. Right, sort of double bends, vibratos. I'll leave it up to your imagination what you come up with here. Da, 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 da. Right? You know, you almost have to sing it. So here we would be now in the... So we don't bend all the way, we just kind of bend to the note that fits into that D7 chord. So here we go. So pick the 10B, pull off, hammer on and pull off on the 12th. And then up to the G11. Back down to the B10. So we're hanging out on those three spots. And you can also use these notes down. Right, so you can use these too. So hang out there, see what you can come up with. And then I play this here. As it goes back into A, we can slide up there. We slide to G7, and then pull off to G5, up to D7, back to G5 and G6. And again, we're using the blue note here, right? These are all, what I'm showing here are all major blues scale licks with that blue note in it. Or just, or slide in from the top. There's many ways to play that, right? Again, make it your own and see what you can come up with. And then the last one I did is, okay, so double stop with our ring finger on the high E, with our middle finger on the G, and we'll slide to 9. okay? 9, 10, 9. And then on the last 9, and I'm using hyper picking here because I don't want to pick the B string at all, right? So pick, and I use the ring finger. And again, that's blue notes we're using here, okay? So these are some 3 ideas with the blues scale. Down the road, I will have a full lesson on a major blues scale solo, and I'm probably going to throw in a few minor pentatonic licks there too, but I will break it down lick by lick. So subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for that. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you got something out of it, and if you do, leave me a comment please. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.